there, we're here at the 2014 Phoenix Regionals at Game Depot. We have a game between Tyler playing Whizzard and Roberto playing Jinteki Personal Evolution. My name's Jason.
I'm Brandon.
And thanks for watching another Corp Draw video commentary.
Yep.
This is in the first round of the event.
This is the first game of the event.
Yep. And so we had our featured table, and this is what was selected to be that. Roberto, a local, and Tyler, also known as Timmy, from San Diego.
Yep, he came down with the Sound South guys, and he is our first player here. I believe he came in third place at Kingdom Con also.
Excellent, excellent.
Timmy, Tyler. One of those two.
One of those two indeed. So, obviously, they are loading up here. They're all shuffled up and ready. Roberto using his first Corp draw. All right, and they're analyzing some swag that was given out at the event.
So the Mechanical Warhorse tokens, I believe?
Yep.
Is that their name?
I believe so.
Roberto rocking the Avengers shirt. Or Spider-Man. Is that just solo Spider-Man? I can't tell. He reses a Caprice.
Off the bat.
Just reses it. So
that way he can defend. That way he can defend himself, because if you run, I think you actually cannot res the Caprice, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
If you just choose
I believe you're right.
So he's going to take some credits.
Because the run's successful in venue access.
Correct.
Which you actually had some trouble with.
I did.
Yes.
I'm terrible at Caprice Nisei.
Got to learn that timing window, Jason.
Roberto is pretty short on credits.
Boom, Roberto wins.
I mean, I would just keep running and forcing the dollar.
I would.
Why not?
Why not? That's a great point.
But he's going to take the free R&D access. Against Personal Evolution, you know that things are happening. Very interesting. So he is choosing to try to make a pour.
Yep.
He's got some credits, and they're going to secretly gamble. Caprice really showing up big, though, at this event.
Oh. Boom. Both go one.
And he does end up trashing her with the Whizzard credit. Whizzard really great for trashing assets.
Absolutely.
Obviously, that's his thing.
Clearly, that's his thing. Sees a celebrity gift.
Very interesting choice of leaving everything open. His hand must not be that great, but he also could be playing a sneaky PE version, throwing down assets and whatnot, trying to get his opponent off, catch him off guard.
That is correct. Find some ice. I didn't really catch what was in his hand, so he may just not have drawn into any ice.
Yeah, he did have that celebrity gift there. So he's going to end trash. Oh, a corporate troubleshooter. Very interesting splash for this deck, for certain.
Roberto definitely makes some interesting decks, typically. It's not the same old decks that you typically see off of the net.
Yeah, indeed. Well, I mean, here we've got Whizzard versus PE. I would say a pretty unlikely matchup in the first place. Although PE obviously more impressive with over time. Ooh, a contract. He's already used 2 of his Whizzard credits. He probably would normally do it under the circumstances, but I think with Roberto's so poor, I might be willing to do that, because he's going to get to go up eventually.
Yeah.
I think that Wizard's going to eventually want to run again, which is another click. But keen to not give him anything. Roberto will keep it unresed. There it is, tiny giraffes. He's certainly got plenty of those. Celebrity gift, just an absolutely monster of a card. It's ridiculous. I mean, in any deck, really. But
it's
for
just
Jinteki,
so much money.
It really opened up Jinteki's money.
Yeah, for sure. Between that and Sundew. And what's cool is they have a variety of different kinds of money now, too. They have some really good asset economy. They have celebrity gift, which is great.
Look at that. 2 hedge funds, a Future Perfect, and then
a corporate troubleshooter.
And a Wayland piece of ice. I didn't see what the ice was.
Yeah, me either.
But that's a lot of money in hand. So Whizzard knows he's going to have some money.
He does indeed.
But what he doesn't have is ice.
He does have that one Wayland ice. I think that it was probably an Archer. Don't you think?
It very well could have been.
That's the Wayland card that you would splash.
Yeah, or Ice Wall.
Or Ice Wall. Or Hive.
Yep. It's a snare.
It's a snare. Shocking.
Shocking? Uh-huh. Look at that. So, to go back to this matchup, we don't really know where the Whizzard player's at. The cards that we get rid of here, it looks like a Plascrete, a Breaker of some sort. It's not really revealing too much about what is happening for the Whizzard player.
Yeah, we don't really see his game plan at the moment.
No, and he's just kind of running without a rig, poking around, trying to get things done.
I mean, he's got some easy access right now, so there's no reason not to poke around like that.
Yeah,
I think
he's gonna clear the tag.
Probably a good idea. You never know what's in.
No, you don't.
I mean, right now you've seen some influence, though, right? You've seen 2 corporate troubleshooters.
Yep.
And a whaling piece of ice.
So he's probably trying to get you. And make it difficult along the way by using the PE passive and being able to, really take cards from them.
Yep.
Install over the top. I believe we saw him draw an Inazuma, so that very well could have been that Inazuma on top. Really great card out of Honor and Profit.
Absolutely.
And that card's just a monster.
It's a very, very big code gate.
Not a lot of action here. No res cards. Roberto's sitting on 13 credits. Tyler's sitting on 6.
Nothing installed yet.
No. You've got to believe that if this Whizzard player... So he draws the Deja Vu. I don't see the viruses. It very well could be a Siphon Recursion style. Using Deja Vu to get back cards such as Siphon.
Yeah.
Possibly even a DLR at this point. Because we haven't really seen him do anything. But nothing's really giving it away. But that's a very popular Whizzard build right now.
Having seen him play in Kingdom Con, I'm willing to bet this is a DLR deck. He was also actually talking about that on the last episode of San South.
Well, there you go.
So, pretty sure there's some DLR in there. He just drew the account Siphon, so I think we can probably assume that's what it is. So he's a special order. Gonna go get a breaker.
Still has not revealed what is over HQ. I would probably poke around before I
installed.
Yeah, and maybe go get the Mimic, install it, and then that way you don't have any fear of losing it.
Yeah.
Might not be a bad idea. Plus, it's going to protect you from Neuro Katana, Koma Inu, and the like going into HQ.
Will not protect you, however, against that Inazuma.
No, it will not. But fortunately, the Inazuma is not over HQ. Roberto unsuspectedly seeing that.
Mentioning his tokens.
They have a lot of different things out there on the market now, talking about different things that are available.
Yep.
Just kind of letting him go. Roberto, I feel like he should be trying to gain some advantage with the lackadaisical style that Timmy has been putting into this match. I think that, especially when you're playing against an Anarch, they need to build, so you've got to go fast.
Yeah, you got to put the pressure on.
Yep, and you protect yourself up. You cover up your R&D and your HQ, and if this deck isn't running much protection, I guess he can only just dig.
Yeah, that's true. You do have to score agendas at some point, as Josh likes to remind me.
Yep, it's very, very important. That's the problem with a flatline style deck, if that is in fact what he's running.
Yeah.
Okay, and a discard, passing it back.
Some more building. Now he's starting to build sideways a little bit. Now that HQ and R&D are short up a little bit.
What he believes to be short up.
That's a fact, yes. What he believes to be short up. Discarding a Plascrete, so must not be too worried. He's probably seen enough influence now that he's probably not running a ton of Scorched Earths.
Okay, he's going to force the Whizzard player to take a stab at this private contracts, or he's just going to take everything off of it.
Yep. And he does take 6.
So it's going to cost a click and $2 to get that card.
And he will.
I mean, obviously you want to use the Whizzard passive when you can, but still, it kind of, it kept Timmy down a little bit because now he's only at 6 credits.
And Roberto did get to use it.
For the 6.
But I mean, he still made money off of it.
Yeah, eventually, it's just as good as clicking effectively from when he had started with the 3 that it costs res.
Yep. So he sees the Data Sucker.
Oh Lord, 2 shocks. That's terrible.
Yep. That's not what you want to see.
That is not what you want to see.
He does get the Data Sucker token and some money, though.
But there you go,
as a consolation prize.
Planned Assault, too. So
And a Nerve Agent?
And a Nerve Agent. So the plan, I would hope, for Roberto. Seeing Planned Assault. Not too many great run events other than Stim Hack, maybe you're trashing stuff with Demolition Run. But other than that, there's not too many runs in Anarch. So you're either seeing maybe some cheeky runs from Shaper, but most likely the Siphon.
Yeah. Although he did see a Nerve Agent, so having the possibility of a Demolition Run is still in the bag. Still there. Yeah. Yep. I think you got to think about it anyways. So he sees a little bit of a scoring window, perhaps. So he's going to install advance.
Or at least put the pressure on him to do something about it.
And I think that he knows right now he's low on cards. He's got a money advantage. It's time to put the pressure on. I think that's what Roberto just did.
Yeah, and when you are playing Jinteki, especially Personal Evolution, you've got to get your opponent down and take that timing window. Timing is everything for Jinteki. And it's been noticed with the big ice decks that are coming out from Jinteki now, but it's even more important in Personal Evolution to use that passive to actually keep runners afraid and sad.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest part of playing professional or Personal Evolution is really manufacturing those scoring windows so that you have time to get things done.
And here we go.
He's going to run. We've got to see what it is.
Hamitsubako.
Yep.
Saves the day.
Pretty solid little barrier there.
Look at it. There's a little box.
It is a little box.
Little puzzle box.
Full of secrets.
Yep. Indeed. I actually have really enjoyed that card recently. I've been able to... I have one in my current Jinteki deck, and I like it to put back in my hand when they make a big run on HQ.
Yep.
Or if, obviously, it's really great anti-parasite tech as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Also anti-night tech.
Yep, indeed. Yep, the Blind Knight. Pop it open. Pop it back in your hand. See ya.
Yep.
It's like, I'll let you pay $2 to break it first, and then I'll put it back in my hand.
Sees another
Hamitsubako.
Roberto's box is full of secrets.
Yeah, so it does give Tyler the advantage of knowing what he must do to get over that. So he's either going to sack an agenda here, or he's going to get the Siphon. Either or, it should be good for Tyler if he does have the tutor, or if he does have the cards in his hand necessary to break the Mitsubako.
Yep. Looks like he's going to score. And he does.
Is that the future perfect?
I believe it's the future perfect.
There you go. Ooh, the Knight. What a great pull from his hand. Commenting on how lucky he was.
That is a good pull, grabbing Knight.
It is, yeah. It's what's going to get him through.
Anything.
Yep. Almost. Not a Wotan.
It does not get through a Wotan. Probably not going to see that in the PE deck, I would guess.
Okay, lays down the same old thing. I think this is further telegraphing the fact that this is what this deck does.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with the Data Suckers, you know that Fixed Breakers are on their way. Obviously, he has the Mimic out already. He's probably got the Yogg in there somewhere. Perhaps even a Morning Star.
Perhaps, yeah. It's very possible. But he's got the Knight, and that would be good enough if he could find one.
That's why he hates Jinteki.
Lamenting the fact that he gets rid of all the cards, and that's just the strength. I mean, if I'm Roberto, I'm trying my hardest to get agendas out until he can find something to stop me.
Yeah, absolutely. It is time to put pressure on. He's got 3 points already. That's you're well on your way.
You are, yep. And we know he's running Caprice, so he could throw down a protected agenda.
Yeah, absolutely.
He may also just look to gain money here, as he's in a good position, but he doesn't have a lot of money, and his coffers are not as stacked as he'd like them to be. But
I think one of the hardest parts about playing the 3-for-5s for me is they are expensive to score.
Sure, yeah. Okay, so he shores it up. Very wise move, putting something over HQ.
Yep. And lays something down, trying to take advantage of the situation. Gonna deja vu the Knight.
A wise move.
Oh, maybe the Knight. Maybe something else.
Nope, the Corroder.
I didn't even notice the Corroder in there. So maybe not.
That was the breaker that he got early, which we commented that he found a breaker.
I totally slipped my mind.
Okay, shows him the private. Roberto shows him his privates. And the contracts were broken by Whizzard.
Yep. They're not private anymore.
No, they're not.
They're out for the world to see.
And that's just got to be a kick in the deep ones for Timmy
in the privates.
In the privates. I mean, he spent so many resources. Not that the corroder isn't helpful.
Sure. It's obviously one piece of getting into HQ.
But it was a great bluff by Roberto.
Yep. Definitely made him spend some money, some resources, some time.
Yeah, he's talking about how he can't find the knight. He needs a good Duggars right now.
Duggars would be fantastic.
Duggars is going to be so ridiculous, especially with the new program that increases your hand size, origami.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you get +9 hand size. And then just Duggars.
Boosh.
Size 14.
That's so awesome.
It is awesome.
I can't wait to do that. I just feel that is the type of thing that Anarch really needs.
Yeah, it's anarchy.
It's very anarchy. Like, I just want everything now. I'm going to blow you up. He's going to Jackson Howard. Looking for that agenda. Or another piece of ice. He's going to do it twice.
God, if he has another shock in his hand.
I mean, it's there somewhere, right?
Yep.
It's got to be. That's probably right there.
Maybe a Shikyu.
Maybe a Shikyu.
Who knows? God, that card. That's annoying.
That card can be super annoying.
God, Jackson Howard is so good against. You definitely need to do that. Exactly what he's doing, where he's able to get through, force him to use the Jackson.
And get some money with the dirty laundry.
Yep. It's very good all around.
He's going to do all these things. Because why not?
Because why not? I think he's probably going to toss some money back in. Or the snare. Okay.
Snare's a good one. And 2 face downs. Can we see what those are?
I think I saw Future Perfect.
Yep.
And maybe if I lock Entanglement. I could be wrong, but it's possible. But
if
I'm Tyler now, I'm running over, I'm
running.
Yeah. Except if you expect it to be an Inazuma on top, that's going to leave him with 2 credits. There's pretty much nothing outside of like a pup. And even then, pup you can actually break because they're not breaking.
Yep.
So it's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think on HQ you have to. I mean, HQ you go test the waters on HQ right now.
Yeah, or you go check out
R&D. Yeah, that's true. Either way, because he only has 5 credits. So
I'd run the R&D, expect him to res whatever's back there as well. But
he does have an Issei back there, most likely. Could be a Hokusai.
Or could be a corporate troubleshooter.
That's right. We did see a corporate troubleshooter.
Yep. Difficult to see the amount of credits in the pile of circles.
He's getting ready for the alt art corporate troubleshooter.
Yeah, he is.
It's a really fantastic card, the alt art corporate troubleshooter.
The question has been asked, how many cards?
That is an important question. So we see the Inazuma.
Okay, but what is he Inazumaing into? He can't jack out.
Mm-hmm. He only has 2 credits left now. Komayunu.
Wait a second. How did he res? I thought he only had.
I may have miscounted the credits.
There must be a credit disparity. But he's able to res the Komayunu. It's going to take all of his cards.
Yep.
But the question is, does he have anything else? I don't believe Roberto has any more credits. I can't see any on the upper portion of the mat.
So now I ask the question, should I go in?
You can't go in. You can't even afford to take an agenda.
That's true. Wisely jacks out.
Yeah. Komayinu, very annoying in Personal Evolution, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it's going to go anywhere, it's Personal Evolution to kind of take out those cards. And with something like a false lead, even you could just really easily take control of the game.
Yep, absolutely. So Tyler really set back now. I mean, he lost his entire hand.
But you know what? You've got Roberto with no credits.
That's true. Roberto has no credits. He's poor.
I feel like, he's got to do something. He's got to make a move here. He's got Tyler pretty much exactly where he wants him. Tyler doesn't even have that much money.
No, he doesn't. Only 5 credits.
It's clear that his game plan, like you see the Joshua be in the yard, Tyler's game plan just wasn't able to get put out. Can he recover? I'm not sure, but he's going to try to draw into something great. Looks like another Joshua B.
And here's that timing window that we were talking about.
Yep. And that's the thing about Siphon too, is you actually can't siphon no money.
That's true.
So he's already into his Siphon plan where he's like, okay, I'm going to let you gain money, but we don't know that top card of R&D.
That's
and
true.
There's no way for him to res it. I think it's a wise move.
Yep. Yeah, because this is actually a really great move. One, he can't res that top piece of ice. Two, if it's a snare or something bad, he can't afford it. Just like that. And three, if it's a future perfect or something like that, he also, you know what he's going to bet.
Yeah, you can't gamble. You're going to take 3 credits. Now let's see that.
Now let's see what happens. You're going to plan attack?
You're going to plan assault. Triple click.
I think he was just checking his grave to see what was there.
He's looking for something here. Playing a count siphon. It'd be really funny if that is another private contracts over there. He's able to res it.
It would be. Let's see. He's got the tag. He's ready to start milling.
Let's see here.
See if he can res.
Okay, getting a status check. This is, obviously this is critical. This is a critical turn here. Because if you can get the siphon off, it's going to kind of push him up and push him down in a way that the disparity might not be able to be overcame.
Yep.
And all we can do is wait.
All we can do is wait.
For the great.
No res.
No, he's not. He's going to spend 2 and res that Nisa. Yep. No? I can't believe... it must be a corporate troubleshooter then. And then there's the DLR.
There's the DLR.
So now Roberto knows that he's in for some trouble. But with 2 shocks in the yard, it's pretty dangerous to go there if he starts milling cards.
Yep. I mean, if there's an agenda in there, it's going to cost you, at least 3.
Yep, indeed. It's also pretty gross, too, if he has fetals in there.
Yep. So he's going to... Roberto gains 3 credits, and Tyler is going to mill 4 times.
I'm really intrigued to see what the card over there is.
And game over with the Scorched Earth.
There you go. Well, that's one way to do things, folks. The Scorch,
is one way. Just
especially in a meta that has the DLR, has the account siphons, you might not be expecting it from PE. And there you go.
Yeah, and also in PE, you see a lot of the snares, which obviously tag. So,
yep.
Sometimes it's a good win condition.
Yeah, you've got to play out your Plascreets.
Yeah, I think
in today's day and age, if you will.
Yep.
He did have the Shiku in there as well. And a fetal AI. Oh, gosh.
Although the fetal in archives doesn't go off the 2.
Yeah, but it's 1.
Yep.
But
absolutely.
It's 1. So it's still...
He would have taken some... It would have been a pain in the ass.
It would only cost him the money that he had to go and make the Shiku deadly, which would take an agenda point away from him. So it's like running a 1-pointer.
Yep.
Not that great. So there you go, guys. There's game 1 of this matchup, and we're going to come back and see game 2. And we appreciate you guys sticking around, and thanks a lot.
All right. Thanks, guys.